Do not misunderstand me. Danger is very real. But fear is a choice. Do you know where we are?
I'm Kat.
And I'm Mike. Today we're talking about After Earth, directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Racist jokes. The story was created by Will Smith.
Yeah, apparently Will Smith originally wanted to have a camping story, but then they were like, wait a minute, we can do a sci-fi twist on this.
And I think it made it more interesting, and you know, he didn't write the screenplay per se. They just took his story, his idea, and then they made a screenplay out of it.
Yeah, and he's been wanting to work with M. Night Shyamalan for a really long time, so now he's the first person ever to hire Shyamalan to be like, you sir, let's do this.
Yeah.
Because Shyamalan always writes his own stuff, basically, right?
And he's got some negative feedback lately. His early films were excellent, I thought, but then people suddenly started to hate him. And like the movies like The Happening and The Last Airbender.
I didn't see The Happening, I heard it was terrible.
It's terrible, and you know, this movie is getting the same feedback. People are saying it's terrible, it's absolute shit.
It's really
People are probably going to say this should be a shit show, and I'm here to tell you, Kat and I are here to tell you, it's not a shit show.
It's not amazing. I wouldn't see it again.
It's definitely not amazing.
But it's not a shit show. It was fine.
Let's look at the negatives here first, and maybe why people
stupid accents. I guess they tried to think that in the future human accents would change a little bit, and it sounded stupid. Both Jaden and Will just sounded weird.
But I liked his performance in this, though. But his son, not so much, especially the beginning voiceover. Yeah,
it was really bad at the beginning. He grows on you throughout, but...
It's hard to like a young actor knowing that he's just there because he's the son of Will Smith. He didn't do a terrible job. No. It's just everything is mediocre.
The one part where he cries and he's all angry and stuff. And he's like, I am not a coward!
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I also found the CG, the suits were really cool.
Oh yeah, you had a great idea about the suits.
The suits would be so neat if they were real. It would be cool if you could have it in like a t-shirt form. Yeah. So, you know, as your shirt would start whatever, black or white, and then it would change to red when you were angry or hungry, and would turn to green if you were horny.
That would suck for you, AJ. You horny prick. Guy bangs like a jackrabbit. Jacks it off. Good.
I thought that the suits looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I liked how they changed and things like that.
Yeah.
But that was the only CGI that looked really good. The space stuff was good as well.
Yeah.
But the animals on the planet, the backgrounds.
But you know what I did like was the cool little iPads.
Yeah, that was
cool.
The
little roll-up.
The roll-up one.
I'm like, that's where probably things are going, where things will be bendable and flexible. Is it a bad movie or is it a good movie? It's in the between. Do I recommend it to everyone? Absolutely not.
If you don't mind Hollywood popcorn flicks, sure, go see it. If you like Will Smith, you like sci-fi, it's decent.
I think it's also really good for Father's Day, which is coming up.
Sure, yeah.
Because there's that father-son relationship that's always going on in M. Night Shyamalan's movies.
It's passable. But it's not something that you know, should have been waiting and gone to the midnight screening for. I'd want to go on a Tuesday cheap night, personally.
Yeah.
For the amount of enjoyment that I had. There are some really exciting parts, though. There's a part with a bird and some flying that's pretty darn exciting.
He's got this cool weapon that has like 43 modifications or something like that, where these blades can come out in different shapes and sizes.
Yeah, so there's like hooks and there's spears.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it's like 13%,
yeah, something horrible, and you're just like, wow.
Believe me, if there was a shit show, we'd be throwing everything
I was so ready, and I like went in with that mentality too. I was like, oh, what are the things I'm gonna rip on? And yeah, I was like, well, this and this.
Yeah.
And then
there's not enough.
Yeah.
It's like, because it's so average, and you're like, well, it's not absolute shit. It's not like the other shit shows that we've done. Like, those movies are terrible. Another thing that I have to point out is it's an hour 40 minutes, but it felt much longer.
It did feel longer.
Which is not a good thing.
The pacing is a little slow, and I agree, it is a little slow, and I mean, there's only so much, like, all the action's happening around Jaden. Will Smith character is kind of a badass, especially at the beginning when you meet Will Smith, you're like, whoa!
Yeah. Like, exciting? Okay, like that's what that means. Yeah. Okay, just checking.
If it's on Netflix eventually, it's totally worth a watch. 100%. Watch it for sure.
Yeah. It's not a complete waste of time.
Not at all.
But yeah, pay attention to the user reviews, like the people, not the critics. They're being way too hard on this film. But I respect Jay for being horny all the time. Catherine Jovie, stand me up.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Bam, 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 bam.
Now, who's your father?
Hey, you're not a pretty lady.
I am.
No, you're not.
I feel like it.
No amount of makeup's gonna fix your fuck.